The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18-plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Chris Murphy. Let's just play him. Senator Chris Murphy.
Over the last year and a half, congressional Republicans, along with Donald Trump, have been engaged in a campaign to destroy your health care and destroy the entire nation's health care system. Now we have proof of that. Leaked data just emerged from the ACA healthcare exchanges across the country that show this year there is a 21% decline in the number of people who are signing up for healthcare on the ACA in about 30 states. It's even worse than that because of the people who do sign up, about 1 in 5 aren't able to pay their premiums in the first few months and are dropped from their plans. This is exactly what Trump is intending to do, right? This is success for Donald Trump and Republicans. They are trying to destroy the Affordable Care Act. They are trying to throw you off your health care. And now we know that they are succeeding at a just cataclysmic rate. 21% fewer people on the exchange this year. Across the country, that probably means that there are millions of people who had insurance last year who don't have it this year. And it's not just because the premiums are higher, and they are, because the Trump administration decided to end the tax credit program that helps you build insurance. They also have done nothing to try to keep insurers offering plans. So 2 of the biggest health insurers in the country, Cigna and Aetna, have dropped out of exchanges. And when big insurers drop out of exchanges, that means less competition. That means the rates go up. That means it's even harder for people to pay their premiums. This is by design. A lot less people have health care insurance in America today than did 2 years ago. Health insurance rates are much higher today than they were 2 years ago. And people are celebrating that in the White House because all they care about are the profits that are being made by the insurance companies. All they care about is their billionaire friends. They don't care about you. And we are now seeing the results of everything Trump and Republicans have done over the last year and a half to try to destroy our healthcare system generally and the Affordable Care Act specifically.
Almost every single word that he said is a lie. Almost every single conclusion that he draws is a lie. Period. Not that the numbers aren't what they are. They are. But let's go back, my friends. First of all, if there was a picture of a certain part of your anatomy and someone could figure out how to put the picture in the dictionary without offending, it would be a certain part of your anatomy where waste finds its way out into the world. It would be this guy. I believe. I withdraw that statement. It's not a friendly statement. I'm sorry. I apologize deeply. He keeps saying your health care. Most Americans are not on Obamacare. That's what ACA is. Secondly, Donald Trump and they try to destroy it? No, they're not. It was destroyed the moment Democrats passed it. With only Democrat votes. Every Republican stood up when they were trying to pass this thing and said, this is not going to work. It's going to be catastrophic. It's not going to do what you say it's going to do. It's going to raise costs. People are not going to be able to afford it. It's going to ruin the healthcare system. Y'all didn't listen. Democrats didn't listen. They passed it. And the subsidies he talked about were subsidies for COVID era subsidies that Democrats put a sunset on, along with Republicans, and they expired. Democrats did that, not just Republicans, on the subsidies. Now, the Republicans have no interest in making these some of them do, making the insurance companies rich. The Democrats did. That's the way Obamacare was set up. It doesn't give you money, which is what Donald Trump wants to do, give you money. Or no, I shouldn't even say give you money. Provide the funding so that you can choose your own health care out of what people pay in taxes, instead of it going to insurance company profits. He's already lowered prescription drug costs, but remarkably, so much so that even Mark Cuban has signed on board. But you never hear these Democrats talk about it. They come with the same line of BS garbage. Obamacare was designed to fail. And they admitted it. It was designed to fail so that when it failed, they could finally get universal health care through the government. This was part of a long-term effort. And Democrats brought it to you. Its failures belong to Democrats. Not one Republican voted for this POS that is Obamacare. Not one. And he knows it. Not one Republican is responsible for Obamacare failing. It was designed to fail. Everything that he says about competition, Democrats rejected that during the debates about Obamacare. They didn't want competition. You remember this if you search your memory. They didn't want insurance companies to be able to cross state lines. They didn't want actually even limits on lawsuits and other things that drive up health care costs. The whole thing was designed to fail by Democrats, and it is doing what Democrats intended it to do, fail only. Their dream of socialist health care is not on the horizon, and so now they are in quicksand of their own making. They are in political quicksand that they stirred the ingredients for. And they can KMA all of them. Because nobody wants to hear this crap anymore. Okay, moving on. Let's get this out of the way real quick, because it's more stupidity from Democrats, and this just seems to be the day. Cut 18. This guy, and I'm not calling him a name. I'm saying it is what he is saying to me is stupidity. Now I'm not calling him a name. His name is Jumaine Williams. He's some New York City public advocate, whatever the hell that is. I wonder if he's on the city payroll. One of the reasons that people can't have free buses because they're paying for crap like this. Mondami, listen to this.
Literally telling black people you cannot afford to live in New York City, so move down south where you can't vote and you won't have representatives. Right. This is actually happening in this America. But I am proud to be a part of the better America around me that always fights back. And the purpose of this press conference is to make sure our brothers and sisters in the South know we stand with them, because we know that where you go, we will be coming shortly.
What the hell is he talking about? The purpose of this press conference is to tell our brothers and sisters in the South that where you go, we will be coming shortly. What the hell does that even mean? What the hell is he even talking about? Where you go, we will be coming shortly. What the... And then let's go back to the first part. Play the beginning of that. Play the beginning of this nonsense.
Telling black people you cannot afford to live in New York City, so move down south where you can't vote and you won't have representatives. Right.
Stop right there. They're literally telling black people, hey, you can't afford New York City, so move down south where you can't vote and where you don't have... I didn't know that black people in the South can't vote. It is a blatant lie. They can vote. What is happening is that some of the segregated districts that Democrats have embraced, segregation now, segregation forever when it comes to black districts, some of that is going away, and so they're unhappy. They're literally telling black people, you can't afford New York. So move down south where you can't vote and where you can't have representative. Kind of stupid. By the way, why can't you afford to stay in New York? Because your damn Democrats have been running the town into the dirt. There are no Republican fingerprints on the failure of New York. The last time a Republican mayor was in New York, it was prosperous and it was safe. And you people hated his guts and you tried to rip him a new one every time. You know what I'm talking about. They tried to rip him a new one every single turn. And he made the city safe and made it prosperous, and they hated his guts. Democrats have driven New York into the dung heap. Because that's what they do with every single city that they run, Mr. Giuliani. So blame your own damn party and stop bitching and moaning to the rest of the country about what blacks can and cannot do. If anybody's oppressing black people, it's you. I'm in a mood today. Guess I'm just sick of these people. All right, California, and then we got to stop because then we got to do the clip of the day. So let's head out west to those liberals in the cut 6. This explains it all. I have the news story here, too, but she
Stop Nick
it.
Shirley Act was voted upon yesterday in the state of California, and of course it passed. 57 legislators voted for it, while 19 legislators voted against it. In the state of California, the politicians are more afraid of the people exposing the fraud than the fraud taking place in their state. This bill says that if anyone investigates fraud taking place in immigrant communities and state-funded NGOs, they actually can go to jail, be fined up to $10,000, spend a lot of money defending themselves, and if they post a video about it, well, the video will have to come down. If you remember Nick Shirley's viral video, he visited a few daycares in San Diego. One of the daycares that he went to actually had children there, but there were no adults there. This was a state-funded daycare in an apartment complex. He found a few little kids there. The little kids said, "No, we just watch ourselves. There's no adults here." This is the type of activity that politicians in the state of California do not want you looking into. They also don't want you looking into NGOs and just where all that taxpayer money is going, because many politicians have their own NGOs. Remember,
okay, stop. We got enough. Folks, they don't care about the fraud. They want to throw the guy that is exposing the fraud and others like him in jail. Protect the fraud. Protect Democrat fraud. And the Democrats in California are voting for it, along with voting to give illegal immigrants less harsh sentences because it could affect their immigration status. Do you understand what these people are doing to your country? Every single turn. Help me, Rhonda. Please. Help me. Somebody save me from these Democrats.